What a scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here comes the option. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Oh, a lot of space. He's loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball on the 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Stockton. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. running back has it. Turning on the Jets. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll try the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. The give on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. And the Gamecocks get it past the sticks.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hines is tight end. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability, does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Frazier. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Right down the middle. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Fights off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And That would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's going to let it go. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
This Dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it. The ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third down coming up after the completion. This is a designed run. Got room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air. It's Stockton. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the outside to the left. so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Gamecocks will move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody sticks with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back.
He uncorks one deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Jukes his way for more. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. There he goes. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Runs through a tackle. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Sellers. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Handoff to the fullback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He's got an open man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He slings it deep to the left. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Georgia, 56. South Carolina, 28.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past you, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And tackled there by the defense.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Catch in the middle. It's Bennett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. On target to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Got it in the middle. It's Bennett.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.